Hey guys, it's Nathan with Barklife. Today we're going to try out a couple of steering servos for our Tmaxx. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we have our Tmaxx here, which we replaced that stock motor with the 3.3 recently. So this was originally a Tmaxx 2.5. We got that TRX 3.3 in there. But we went to run it, our only video we actually got of this running was with the factory servo, the 2055. And I just don't think it's up to the task of turning this big truck. It's lazy, it's slow. If you put it on the ground, nothing. So we ordered a couple of different upgrades, and we're going to try them out with you guys today. First one swapped in. We'll let you guys take a look at that, see what you think, and go from there. Yeah, we're going to switch out the steering servo and see what it has to offer. But let's open this together, actually. So I wanted to upgrade this. I didn't want to spend $8 billion, to be honest, because you could spend $300 or $400 on a servo. And I tried finding reviews. I found a bunch of different servos. There was mixed reviews, this, that, and another. This one seemed to have pretty decent. It's actually rated at 35 kilogram. And it came with stickers. So that's 5 horse, at least in the car world. I mean, when I'm working on the Super, that's 5 horsepower right there. So, I mean, we'll put some of those on there, and definitely. And we have those TRX stickers still. We have to put those on there. Yeah, the 3.3s. Show those folks we got the bigger motor. All right. So you get all your different servo horns, that sort of thing. Hopefully the stock one with the servo saver works, but if not, we'll make do. So this is our actual servo. So it feels heavy. What do you think, Elise? Feels nice and heavy and solid. That's metal. The actual casing is metal. Upgrade from these guys. It does claim to be waterproof. I'm just taking this servo horn off, and we're hoping to be able to go ahead and use this whole thing on the new servo, but I didn't, in all honesty, check to see what the tooth count was. Let's see if we can get you down lower. Boom. Boom. I think that's better. All right, so we got that out. So I will be completely honest with you guys if this servo is terrible after the fact. We did already put a 25 kilogram in our buggy, another Amazon brand. We wanted to try a couple different ones to see what we ended up getting here. All right, guys, so we had to cut away because the new servo in the truck, every few seconds, every like third or fourth steering cycle I'd do, the steering would slow down, and then all of a sudden this would freak out. So I suspected that the new batteries we got were bad or something. I tried multiple different batteries. I tried 6 volt, tried all kinds of stuff, and it works good for about the first 3 or 4 cycles. So there was, and then it seems like the servo, something happens, it gets warm, something like that, and it stops working. So I bound both of these to one remote. I tried inverting the receivers. I tried every conceivable thing I could. And the conclusion is the servo has something where it's like overheating if you cycle it a few times. And it goes into like a freak out mode. And yeah, so they're bound to the same receiver. We're doing the same turn. And it's, again, this one on this buggy, this is an 8th scale buggy. This is only a 25 kilogram. You can see they're bound equally. No issues, but if you also notice on the Tmaxx, this will start getting more and more lazy as we cycle it. So you'll notice that obviously the buggy's got smaller tires, but if you watch, it starts getting slower and slower and slower and slower, and then eventually, what was that?
This one's out of pace with this one.
Yeah, it is, but part of that is bigger tires. So we'll give it a benefit. Even being 10 kilograms stronger. Well, oh, there it goes. So this one's still turning. This one's in freak out mode. And it's like, it goes into a weird thing where, there it goes, it's off. Other one's still working. It's starting to go again. And if any of you guys know what this is, let me know. But I think we're sending Enduro back. So this guy was right around $30 for a 35 kilogram servo. That's dirt cheap. But I have to argue that this one here in the buggy, the 8 scale buggy, again, it's not stupid fast or anything like that, but this KS 3518 just performs. I mean, it's really decent for a basher buggy. It's all metal gears. This guy just cuts out. He's off. Oh, we're back. That's fun when you're driving and all of a sudden it just cuts out. Servo, what do you think, Elise? Bummer? It's never fun buying something, but that's kind of the risk you take when you're buying a unknown brand. But I guess we don't get to put the stickers on them and send them back. Bummer.
Oh, the stickers.
I know.
Say bye to the stickers.
I know. We're all about some stickers. But yeah, it works for a few cycles. And then you see the other one behind it still going strong. No issues. That 25 kilogram really should probably be a 35 in there. I'd like to see it a little bit faster, but again, these are bashers. They're inexpensive stuff. I don't want to put a $300 servo in here. I just want it to turn and do what I need it to do. The KS, I'll put a link for it if you guys are in need of a 25 kilogram. This guy honestly performs great. Even at a stop, I mean, it's not super fast, but it's fast enough. And this is just a 4 AA setup, so it's not at its capacity, but I mean, it's that stock Traxxas servo is dead. Even down, it struggles a little bit, but it's vast improvement. But I'll put a link for those. That's a huge improvement, gonna make the truck much more drivable. I mean, it's not like the fastest servo in the world, but so I think we have our winner here, guys. In the description to purchase this guy here. Also, another thing, if you guys are in a pinch and you need a inexpensive multi-channel receiver, these Dumbo RC, I'll put a link for these too. I run them on all of my cars. That basically, if I end up needing a receiver and a remote, this is what I buy. I use them for all our micro RCs. I use it on the Tmaxx as well as the GS Storm. It's just a really good receiver, and it works for long range. There's no latency. Like, it's super instant response. So inexpensive. I haven't found anything in the price range that works better. For my little guys, I actually have the gyro receivers, so as you're going into a corner, you can set it to correct and counter steer for you, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there it is, guys. Upgraded servo, vastly improved. I don't know, we might need to do the throttle servo at some point. It's not too bad, I guess. It's a little bit slow, but nowhere near as bad as the steering. I couldn't even turn. Anywho, thanks guys, and stay tuned.